What is up, YouTube? This is Pack Airsoft that you're watching. My name is Mason, and this is Chris. And today we are going to be going over the brand new AGM M4 CQC-RAS AEG rifle with an SPR style stock. That is a whole lot of acronyms. Going over construction, this gun is full metal, and it is more full metal than other guns that claim to be full metal. The only things that are not metal on this gun are the scaled down M16 style rubberized full stock, and the custom rubberized hand grip, and the orange plastic flash hider, which is a little more harder than your standard plastic flash hiders go, but definitely I don't see that breaking on you anytime soon.
Yes. A few more details about this gun. It has two flip-up sights. The front sight is not spring-loaded, so you just flip it up. It is not adjustable for windage or elevation, but your rear sight is spring-loaded. Flick that little lever for it to pop up. Does have the two standard M4 apertures and is adjustable for windage. Going to the rear of this gun, it does have a metal butt plate, is textured so it doesn't slip off your shoulder. Has a very nice, easy to operate door for your battery access, and it houses your standard 8.4 mini batteries or your 9.6s, but it also does it's able to hold your large batteries. So if you have another full stock and you have those big 8.4s or those big 9.6s, you can fit them in here. It is a little tight because this is a scaled down full stock, but they do fit, which is really nice.
Quick note about batteries: this gun is not LiPo ready, so for those guys that like to run the big,
Please
the
use an
LiPolys, you're gonna have to buy some new batteries, but most of you should be off okay. Talking about what you get right out of the box, obviously you're going to get the rifle itself. You're going to get a metal 190 round shorty high cap magazine. I really like these. They're nice and handy. The only downside is when you're talking about pouches. If most of you run a molly vest or a set chest rig, you might need to dig a little bit down in that vest to reach them. You might want to stack them on top of each other, but that can be the only downside. I'm sure
they're just a little bit of a pain.
A little bit of a pain. Not a big one, but I'm sure that you can probably find a mag pouch or some other molly pouch that will be able to fit these in nicely. Other things it comes with, the sights are already built in. You're going to get a cleaning rod, always good to use, especially when you first get it. Clean it, tighten all the bolts. Definitely a quick little tip right there. You're also going to get the always hilarious Chinese manual. Do cut them some slack. They are trying with their grammar, but you can definitely work with the pictures and work with what it says. The manual that it comes with, it is not specifically for this gun. It is for the AGM M4 series, but you'll definitely be able to get by. Also in the gun, you're going to get a sling. I thought that was a cool little thing that AGM threw in there.
But if you have a sling, use that one, because I wouldn't trust the sling that's included to hold this
usually gun. When you get things that are included with the gun, it's not usually good. Speaking with things that are included with the gun, you're going to get a little bag of 200.2 gram Golden Ball Pro Slick BBs.
Which are good BBs. You can use them in this gun.
That's correct. If you've bought airsoft guns before, you know to throw away the BBs right away because they'll break and they'll come apart. They'll break to pieces. They're not highly polished. They're not
They damage your gun, basically.
They're going to break your gun. These are trustworthy. These actually, there's a list of BBs that if you put them in this gun, they void the warranty, and this is for Airsoft Megastore. These are the most trusted, so I would definitely maybe get a pack of 5,000 of these, but definitely make sure you do your research, get the high-quality BBs. Chris, why don't you talk about a little bit of the internals that it's got in there?
Okay, internal-wise, you have a brand new version 3 full metal gearbox. You have full metal 6mm bushings. Shim job seems to be adequate. Sounds pretty good. This gun sounds awesome. It is so loud. It is really, really cool. I think it's a little bit of an intimidation factor for when you're playing CQB. It's going to be cool. As you can see, I hope you have noticed by now that this is a very CQB-friendly gun. Everything on this gun is CQB. It's for a quick run and gun, style person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, the other details that we wanted to go over were the functioning bolt catch, which is really rare for an AEG.
when you get a functioning bolt catch on a gun, normally you're going to have that really satisfying clacking sound when you release it. This one
Not so much.
doesn't sound as great. It's still cool that this gun comes with a functioning bolt catch. The dust cover door does need to be put back automatically. This, what's that called right there?
It's a non-functioning forward assist.
Yes, the forward assist. You can push it as much as you want. Not going to do anything.
Doesn't do anything like on the G&Gs,
Right.
but it looks.
And
foolish.
also, talking about in here, that's where you're going to access your hop-up. You're just going to pull the bolt back there. It is your standard M4 wheel-type hop-up, and you're going to adjust that up and down.
Yeah, and this bolt catch actually helps you. It will help you out because a lot of times you do have to adjust your hop-up when you're playing, so you don't have to use 3 hands with this gun. You can pull the bolt back, and you can adjust your hop-up with both your hands, and then when you're done, you can press that button, close the dust cover.
Another thing to add with the internals, it has a Generation 3 ultra high torque motor. This gun is built to last internally, externally. It's really good. It's not going to compromise any power or battery life. Speaking of the battery it does come with out of the box is an 8.4 1200 milliamp battery. Pretty decent battery. I run a 9.6 in here. Gets your BPM up a little bit.
To about 16 to 17 BBs per second, which is not bad for stock.
Also, it is going to come with your standard wall charger. If you're an airsofter that has been around for a while, don't use the wall charger. Get yourself a nice smart charger.
They cost $20.
$20 to $30, maybe $40 for a nice one that you can plug multiple ones in there. The standard wall chargers, you need to do the math and time how long you're going to leave your battery in there.
Have you ever done that? I've never done that.
I have, actually, and then I got myself a smart charger, which saves me time. It saves you batteries, because if you forget about it and you fall asleep or something, your battery is just ruined. Batteries usually aren't that cheap. It's not fun to go into your room or your shop and have your battery at like 500 degrees because it's just overheating like crazy.
Yeah. Or melted onto the floor.
It's never a good sight. Talking about performance, we have not chroned it yet. The manufacturer says it's going to shoot about 340 to 380, so definitely right at your CQB fire speed, your FPS. Normally with an 8.4, it's going to shoot around 13 to 14 BPS. Again, I run a 9.6 in here. It's upping it to 16. And again, with the sound, it sounds nice. It's really loud. So that's a cool thing to do, or to have included. This gun I bought for $160 on Airsoft Megastore. Now, with Airsoft Megastore, if you never shop there, they have the competitors' prices and their price. The competitors' prices was listed as $275, which is more than $100 more than what I bought this for.
It's actually $115.
It is. I'm not good at math. Yet I do it for wall chargers. But I didn't believe that. I went on other sites. It's true. Definitely check out Airsoft Megastore. They have real good prices. Airsoft GI, I like a little better because they test their guns before they send them out. But if you're looking for a bargain, probably hit up Airsoft Megastore. That'll about do it. Most of the things that we mentioned, including the magazines. Oh, right before we go, Chris is going to talk about some magazines and any other questions you may have with those.
So, the stock magazine, 190 round high cap, stubby stock one. Awesome. Works really well. But when
and that is the AGM one that is included. And Chris is going to go over some other brands. Might be a little tighter, a little looser, but he'll go into that right now.
But this is the D-Boys 190 high cap. Looks just like the AGM. Functions exactly the same. But when you go to put it in this gun, it is really, really tight. Actually, this mag well is tiny compared to a lot of other guns. We got the G&G, the D-Boys, which is really tight. Like, it's really tight to get in there. We go to the G&G, which actually, surprisingly, works very nicely with this gun. Fits in just the same, if not a little better than the stock magazine. We have a JG, kind of the typical high cap magazine. Again, is like really, really tight in this gun.
Right. When you're talking about stock magazine wobble, people freak out if it just barely moves. You're not going to get any magazine wobble with any of these. If anything, it's not even worth mentioning how little you're gonna get.
Yeah, there's no mag wobble. I mean, the inside, we'll have to show you close up, but we've actually scored the inside of the mag well trying to put different mags in. But G&G all around works really well. There's a tiny bit of wobble, but it definitely helps with your speed reloading since this is a CQB weapon. But I run mid caps. These are 120 round King Arms plastic mags. They work really well with this gun. They fit in nicely. I really love these mags because they're durable. You can drop them. They don't scratch. They're inexpensive. You can buy 10 of them for you can buy 10 of them for $65 on an Airsoft GI.
And if
I would definitely recommend these mags for this gun if you're playing CQB.
If some of you cringed when you heard plastic mags, I personally have run metal high caps all my life. I started using those plastic mid caps. They're really nice. You don't have to deal with the winding. It's a little more realistic, so you're not just spraying for 5 minutes on end, and then you can wind, and then you got to reload after like an hour. The mid caps, also, if you go to a lot of outdoor fields, some of them will require you to use either mid or standard
A lot
caps.
of mills in places you have to use mid caps. So
the only downside is that most biodegradable BBs will not work in mid caps, and especially do not use silicone spray on your mid caps when you're running bios. But silicone spray you should use throughout the gun, just keep it maintained. But bio BBs definitely a little downside.
Yeah, but overall general consensus. I like this gun, Mason.
I like this gun. That's why I bought it. If you've been laughing at me the whole time, the fact that it is extremely small,
don't.
I have not taken this to the CQB arenas that I play at. I'm sure that I will be laughed at when I bring it in, and then I will be laughing once I go out there and own some people.
Yes.
This gun performs exceptionally. Yes, in the face. They will be owned in the face. But this gun performs exceptionally. It is loud. It is really nice. Shoots hard. Right in that CQB range. Another quick little added thing, snipers. If you're watching this video, I'm not sure why, but if you're a sniper and you like to have a good secondary, maybe you don't like the pistol, maybe you're more of an Uzi person as your secondary, this I would consider using if I was using my sniper rifle as a secondary.
Yeah.
By yourself, again, I do not use the stock sling that came in there. I have a little bit better one. It's a nice bungee 1-point. They do not have any other sling points. You can probably get a sling mount for right here. But a sniper, you can probably just throw this over your back. It is 8 pounds. It is pretty heavy. I know that you have a couple M4s that are your standard length that are lighter than this.
Yeah.
But if you're a sniper and you tend to get bored and go run and gun and just ditch your rifle, I would consider this. I would just throw this over my back or carry it with me, put it down and set up, and be able to snipe. And in case you got no one to cover you, any support gunners for that, you can take this out.
You're your very own support gunner with
Exactly.
this.
You can just multitask. You can be sniping and then using this, whatever. It's definitely handy if you're considering getting a secondary for your sniper. And that'll about do it. Everything that we mentioned, whether it was products, the magazines, anything like that, we will have most of the links for at the end of the video. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, you can either leave a comment or send us a message. This is Pack Airsoft. My name is Mason, and this is
Chris.
See ya.